So I've been recently seeing a lot of creators and dating coaches around saying that you should accept dates, uh, drinks at a bar for a first date, or going to a coffee shop for a first date. And I just want to elaborate a little bit more on that and give you some valid reasons and more insight as to why I believe that you should not accept a first date to a bar as a high value feminine woman. Okay, first reason, you have to give dating a fair fighting chance, okay? Feminine energy is moving through the motions of life. It is appreciating all of the little things in life. You have to allow men to give you chances to experience life, experience new things, experience new dining experiences, food, all of the small pleasures in life that we get to have. You need to practice in allowing men to provide experiences like going out to dinner for a date for you. Allow men to show you what a true gentleman is, what a true gentleman does. Properly courting you out, properly maybe picking you up for a date, driving you to the restaurant that you're going to, ordering your food for you, pulling out your chair for you, having intimate conversation at a dinner table where there are no distractions. All of these things that take place in a dining restaurant. The masculine energy is black and white. The feminine energy is color. It is seeing life in color. It is enjoying life's pleasures. Don't treat dating like a pit stop. It requires practice in dating to have healthy relationships. Dating is practicing. It's a process. It's supposed to be enjoyable. It's not supposed to be a pit stop of bam, 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 bam. Masculine energy says, I can do this, I can provide this for you. Feminine energy receives it and appreciates it. Masculine energy is get to the point, get the job done, fix the problem. Feminine energy is slow moving, it is free flowing. So sure, yeah, I get this whole, well, I just want to see if I click with them first, if our energies match up. Well, you should figure that out prior to the date, okay? How did they ask you? Did they properly, confidently ask you out on a date? Do you know this person already? Use your inner wisdom to discern whether you are totally willing to sit down and have a full 1 to 2 hour dinner conversation with them. Just tap into that inner feminine wisdom and intuition that I know that you have. Who we are is who we attract, okay? So if you are worried about attracting someone absolutely belligerent and crazy, well, you probably need to look within yourself, because I have never attracted anyone who was belligerent and crazy. And I've always let men take me out on dates. So, second reason, you are much more likely to be sitting at home by yourself on a Tuesday night thinking, I'm bored, I'm single, I'm lonely, maybe I'll go stop at the bar and have a drink, where there's other people who are bored, single, lonely, looking to mingle. You are much more likely to do that than you are to say, well, I'm bored sitting at home. Maybe I'll go to a fine dining restaurant and sit at a table by myself, having intimate conversation with myself by myself. Okay, you are much more likely to not do that by yourself. So why not give yourself a chance to experience a proper fine dining session with someone who wants to court you out. Which brings me to my next point 3. How many intimate, intellectual conversation are you having in a bar? There's many distractions depending on the bar that you go to. I understand there are many different types of bars, but depending on the bar that you go to, there's many distractions going around. There's people coming in and out all around you. There might be really loud music. There's, of course it's a bar, so there's people who are also drinking, getting intoxicated. They're floating all around you. So it's not as intimate and as focused. Feminine energy feels connected when she opens herself up, when she reveals herself, when she shares who she is. Masculine energy penetrates. Masculine energy leads conversation. So, intimate conversation. Easily there can be people coming up to you, interrupting you and your date. People who are intoxicated, it takes away the focus of a date that is supposed to be about progressing along into a maybe future relationship. You get my point. Next point. Are you going to be okay with, if the relationship goes well, you move along, yada yada yada? It sets the tone, because are you going to be okay with your partner taking you out to the bar for a date? Are you going to, once you become intimate with this person, or if he becomes your husband, are you going to really be okay if he says, well, babe, it's been a while, so I should probably take you out, we should probably do something together. Let me take you to the bar. No, probably not. It requires no effort. It requires no planning. It requires, you don't have to make reservations. How likely are you really going to drive 3 hours away to go experience a bar, a new bar? Probably not that likely, but you would be more likely to go experience a certain restaurant and a certain kind of food with your partner 3 hours away, right? You need to be experiencing things together. You need to be constantly keeping the excitement between the relationship. And if there is no effort and planning involved in the dating, then you're setting the tone for the future of your relationship. Masculine energy pleases and penetrates, okay? Masculine energy has to go into you to find the experiences that please you and bring that feminine energy from within you outside of you, okay? He has to go into your mind, your heart, your feelings, the experiences that bring you to life and in all your feminine flow. Masculine energy bonds to feminine energy by doing, showing, providing, okay? And when she is appreciative and she gives back her authentic femininity, this is how he bonds to you. Exception would be if there is a luxurious higher end bar, there's a nice ambiance, and it's more like loungy and cozy, and they happen to have a really nice, well thought out, crafted menu, but it's considered a bar / restaurant, but maybe people go there for mostly drinks, whatever, you get the point. If it's that and it's more cozy because there is lounge chairs and people are very low key, that kind of setting, then yes, I am totally for it. I think that's perfectly fine. You know, he can still order your food for you that way. It's more cozy, it's more of that elegant, luxurious experience. I love those kind of bars. So it is more intimate in that sense. You know, people will come in there and bring their laptops, bring their books, whatnot. So I am all for that. Casual bar, intoxicated conversation is low value, okay? You need to be watching, if you're dating as a feminine woman, you need to be watching how many drinks you have on a dinner date anyway, because you don't want to get loose lips, okay? So at a bar, of course, you're more likely to drink more and more and more without being fed. Also, if you and your date have a proper formal dinner date and the night went really well and he wants to take you to a late night drink spot, then yes, that's totally fine. You should accept that. You know, if all goes well and you guys click, perfectly fine, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it has to be after a formal date has already been set. Okay, so that is all the valid points that I wanted to bring up to you and let you discern whether you should or should not accept drinks at a bar for a first date. Thank you for being here. I love you. You are the light of my life. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions or video requests, leave them down below and I will see you in my next video.